Hi everyone, welcome to my first long form cooking video. This is the fun part. Easy, right? And fun. Basically now I'm just mushing with like a meat thing. Oh my god, I didn't start the freaking oven. It's delicious. So today I'm gonna be prepping my breakfast for the entire week using these ingredients. I'd like to use this time to make things that I actually make on a regular basis in a longer format than I normally share. And I also kind of want you guys to get to know me a little bit better because there's a lot more of you than there was when I first started doing this. Okay, let's begin. Move, we don't need any of this yet. None of that yet. We are making a quiche or frittata, depending on what your definition is. It's probably neither of those things, but I've been calling it a quiche. So instead of like a flaky breaded crust, like a traditional quiche, we are gonna be using potato. Right now, I'm gonna do like an onion, mushroom, and spinach flavor with some goat cheese. But I have done a whole combination of things depending on whatever you need to get rid of, whatever you want to eat for breakfast that week. Okay, let's do this. So first thing you want to do is wash and then just stab your sweet potato. Stab, it won't explode. Put it on a baking tray. Throw it in the oven at 375. Easy. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my veggies. So I'm going to cut up my mushrooms, onion, and my garlic. So what do people want to know? I have no idea. What do people want to know? The answer is no. I have not always been good at cooking. Early 20s, I went vegan, and I think that's the first time I really started to enjoy cooking. I think that's primarily because I despised cooking meat. But when I went vegan, I learned that there's actually a lot of things that you can do without meat. I'm not vegan today. Obviously, we're making a quiche. I'm not at home right now. I'm at my parents' house visiting in the States, but I actually live in Vancouver, Canada. I have for the past 7 or 8 years. Moved there because my husband is from there. Now, once or twice a year, I like to come back to Iowa, where I'm from, and just spend a couple months hanging out with my friends and family. The answer is absolutely not. My health journey actually started in my mid-20s when I started to have tummy problems. Not unlike many young girls I know. I feel like that's kind of when it all starts to hit us. You no longer can eat whatever you want because your body starts rejecting it. I kind of wanted to feel better. I started to eat healthier and the rest is history. I'm like slouching like this. I have to like, you guys can't see, but I am literally standing like this while I talk to you because the counter to torso ratio just is not working. Just know that I'm doing this for you. Now we're gonna saute some of the veggies. This is an optional step depending on what veggies you're using. I just like to do it to bring out the flavor. So we're just gonna pan fry them for 5-7 minutes. Once the onion starts to become a little bit fragrant, we are gonna take our garlic and add that in. Okay, give your onions and garlic like 3 to 5 minutes to soften up, become fragrant, and then we're gonna toss our mushrooms in. And we're just gonna cook this until everything is soft, everything is cooked. Mix, mix, mix. Voila. Also, do not forget to salt and pepper. Then we're going to add in our spinach. Or just know it's gonna wilt down. Add way more than you think you're going to want in your quiche. All of this will disappear. So I'm gonna do like half of this. Then we're just gonna cook this until it's wilted. Bowl, I have my eggs, the cute little eggs from the farmer's market. Look at them, they're so cute. I'm gonna use 8 eggs. If you don't wanna use 8 eggs, you can actually add in milk to replace some of those eggs. I personally like to use just the 8 eggs and no milk because I'm looking for something a little bit higher protein. You have to make sure we just add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, just scramble them. Something about me is I make a huge freaking mess while I cook and then have to deal with the disaster when I'm done. But it makes the cooking fun. It's done. Yay! Our potato is ready. Now we have all of our components. Now we just have to assemble. This is the fun part. We're gonna take our baked sweet potato, plop it in our dish. So we've got just a round pie dish here. Take a cup and just start to smash. I find this very satisfying. I also like to keep the skin on, extra fiber, but if you despise skin, take it off. It'll be good. It's not perfect. There is the base of our quiche. Easy, right? And fun. Next thing I'm gonna do is just add in my veggies. Boom. So we've got our sweet potato, spinach, onion, garlic, mushroom, all in here. And the next thing we're gonna do is just dump our egg mixture over top. To top it, as much of this as you would like. What the hell was that? What are these sounds? Are you guys hearing these sounds? Something weird is going on, something haunty is going on. I'm gonna use like that much. Okay. Now we're gonna put this in the oven. I'm gonna do 375 for I think about 25 or 30 minutes. I will let you know for sure though. Let's find out. Oh my God, I didn't start the frickin' oven. I canceled the oven. Preheat your ovens. Oh my God, what a disaster. Once it's preheated, then you put it in. While that's baking, we're gonna make our component number 2, which is a strawberry chia seed jam sort of situation. Not really a jam because we're not adding sugar. Let's call it like a compote. I have these strawberries. My dad grew strawberries in this giant thorny patch and he doesn't let us buy strawberries anymore. He just makes us pick these and it's kind of a nightmare. And I've got maybe a cup of them. I'm just gonna put them in the pot. I'm just gonna take one orange, give it a cut, open it up. Yay, there's our orange. We're gonna juice it. We're gonna cook it on like medium-ish heat until we can start to smush it down and just turn it into something like a little jammy. I'll let you know how long mine takes. I don't time things normally, but I'm gonna do that for you this time. About 10 minutes, my strawberries are getting pretty mushy. They're also very small and not frozen, so yours might take a little bit longer, but basically now I'm just mushing with like a meat thing. Use whatever you have, mush it up. Last step, take your chia seeds. Stir. But let it cool, no lid. The last thing we're gonna make is gonna be so easy because we've already worked very hard. We're not trying to work too much harder. I like to prepare some homemade electrolytes. For after morning workouts, I like to sort of replenish and just have some of this on hand so I don't have to make it every single day. Basically what you need is coconut water, some citrus, any form of citrus will do, and then just some sea salt. So sometimes I like to add strawberries just to be like really extra about it, but we're keeping it so simple. This is like the bare minimum, simplest version of the electrolyte prep. Got my handy dandy juicer. We're just gonna get as much of that out as we can. I've got like half a thing of coconut water in here. I'm gonna add the rest of this into this jar. I'm gonna add like 3 pinches of sea salt. 2, 3. And then I'm just gonna top it up with water. Okay, and then I just find literally whatever lid I can find. That'll work. Just shake it up. And you've got your electrolytes for the week. Quiche is done, so our prep is finally finished. There she is, she's beautiful, she smells amazing. And there's our very simple Whole Foods breakfast prep for the week. I usually eat some variation of this every single day. Tons of good protein in here. There's lots of fiber. Even Mac couldn't tell. It's delicious. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. You are a beggar. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these, if you hated it and never want to see it again, or if you want me to do more of my staples, or even like a random special meal. Or if this was terrible, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. Yeah, let me know if you try it.